You'd agree that building it by displaying expertise is a key part of this. But if you were to summarize your thesis on, how agencies can continue to build trust at scale, what is sort of the framework that you approach this with at Predictive ROI?
So our framework starts with determine who you serve. And that right off the bat starts to make the typical agency feel a little uncomfortable, because it's like, wait a minute, you are asking me to deal in scarcity as opposed to abundance. And it's actually the reverse. It's the reverse, but it's the reverse. No, we're actually asking you to plant a flag and declare who you're for. And so determining who you serve is so critically important, which is why we make it step number one in the methodology, because if you're not clear, then everything else downstream is going to feel vanilla, generalistic, whatever word you want to use. So the very first thing that we ask an agency to do is to go narrow, because we believe and know, and the data says so, that going narrow is where the gold is. So planting the flag of authority must start with the who and where you're planting the flag and who you're going to serve. Otherwise, everything else is off. So once we're clear on the who, then it goes to not only identifying the business issues and challenges that you can actually be helpful with, but then building those out in such a way that you actually have a methodology, that you have a methodology with a name, that you have a methodology with 3 strategic pillars and 9 tactical levers that you pull over and over again to actually solve those business issues and challenges for the who. And then going further upstream and identifying the 9 money draining mistakes and the 9 strategic moves that actually deliver the 3 pillars and the 9 different tactics. So, but if we don't have the who, then none of those other things are going to be accurate and they're going to feel vanilla. So once we identify the who, exactly, going to the business issues and challenges is then important. And then, using your expression, double click on that to actually build a methodology that delivers solutions against those issues. And then that methodology becomes a content blueprint. It's not only what you teach, but it's also what you do.